ما يشاء الله يهوى والحين ويهوى ما يشاء الله يهوى والحين ويهوى ما يشاء الله يهوى والحين ويهوى. All right, Shalom Akyam. We'd like to start off by giving our honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to our apostles, the great millstone, Ruel. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. All right, I'm Zahaba to my right, to my left. Hey, today we're going to go into a live stream entitled, a God-fearing woman, quote unquote God. A God-fearing woman is not what you may think it is, man. All right, because of the feminist movement and different elements within the feminist movement, Christianity. All right, so those are two main spirits that really threw our women out of their natural element. All right, the feminist movement and Christianity. Okay, women really doesn't know what it means to be a God-fearing woman. You've had many movies written by Tyler Perry and T.D. Jakes, Woman Thou Loose, and all these things, and it basically individualize women and put them in a sphere by themselves. All right, but really a God-fearing woman, in short, is a woman who fears her husband. All right?
Yeah, their main frame of reference is the media.
Yep. But that should be a red flag in itself for your church or a movie director to cater to your feelings as a woman. Now you're really victims of what they call pandering. They're really pandering, all right, with the so-called black woman. They're taking that victim narrative and they're capitalizing off of it. They're monetizing it. Because all you have to do is bring out the same scriptures in the Bible that we're reading if you're a preacher or a movie director. All right, so we can start out with the Ephesians.
It's the book of 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husband.
Now, the average, almost every so-called black woman feels that her so-called husband doesn't own her. She feels that my man don't own me. He don't pay my phone bill. Because really, he doesn't have to go through the state. Contrary to Kevin Samuels, your man doesn't have to go through the state to be classified as your husband. All right, to be so first, to be a God-fearing woman, you have to be in subjection to your man. All right.
It says that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of their wives.
Conversation means conduct. So they can be won over by the conduct of their wives, man.
Yeah, just by them being submissive.
Yep.
Them actually being quiet. Showing feminine attributes.
Two key attributes. Because a lot of women, man, y'all think that you get your hair blonde, you put the contacts in your eyes, you get these tattoos, you wear all this tight shit, and really it's to get male attention. But really, all you got to do is be quiet and submissive. If, in 2021, if you're quiet and submissive, you're probably gonna get picked by somebody that's doing so with them themselves, man. But then they call it a pick-me. That's it's like, if you're a woman that says, I want to do right by your man, then a nigga woman has a phrase for that, a title for that. It's called a pick-me. Oh, she's a pick-me. All right, you know how demonic that is? All right?
Because a woman, being a natural servant, it's something rare in this society. You have, sisters that might believe and the husband not, but you submit yourself and put yourself in the position of a servant to your husband. Like you say, they can win him over. So just you playing your part, can be used, to convert, an Israelite man, just you being a woman. That's like what we were saying earlier, with the women, it's not on the sisters that watch. You got questions, we'll answer your questions. You probably do yourself read and you want some understanding on things. But the main thing that the women of our nation should focus on is master being a woman.
Yep.
You should master an Israelite man. Okay, what is his this? What is his that? Because we're mastering Yahushua. You see? When we read, we go into the scriptures, we're mastering Yahushua. Israelite woman should master the man. You see? Because that's beneficial to the nation. That forges the nation. It says, verse 2, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear.
Coupled with fear. All right? Coupled with fear. And you women don't fear the Most High. A woman's action towards her husband is indicative of her action and her mindset towards the Most High. See, we have to deal directly with Yahushua. Women don't deal directly with Yahushua. You dealing with Yahushua, you dealing with your husband, and that shows where you stand with your mindset towards Yahushua. So your path is not the same as our path, man. So a woman being in a Christian church, talking about how she feel and her spiritual journey, her spiritual path, and she needed time away from her man to find herself spiritually. And it's all BS, man. All right, you find yourself spiritually by your reverence to your man. You know?
That's where you're supposed to grow. You're supposed to grow up under your man.
Yep.
You know, that's where you get your experience from that one husband. Not, you know, trying to travel, you know, trying to deal with all these different men and trying to pick out the perfect one to match, you know, all your requirements, you know.
And being single is not in the Bible. And a lot of you women, you basically chose boredom than being a married woman. You think you're selling yourself short by giving one man to be with him for the rest of your days. All right? But show me dating in the Bible. Show me being single in the Bible. Show me playing the field in the Bible. Show me looking for the right one in the Bible.
Women empowerment.
Women empowerment, sexual liberation in the Bible. That's just being. Esau just repackaged whoredom.
That's all it did.
He just repackaged whoredom. All right, I think I got certain brands. It's certain name brands that was $20 back in the 90s. But now Esau repackaged it. Now it's a $300 designer brand.
That's what he did with our women.
That's what he did without. You can't take a woman who for the last 6,000 years, her actions would have deemed her as a whore. But now she's like a goddess.
Yep.
She's a queen.
She's a prize.
She's a prize. How can it be a prize if the package is already unwrapped, handprints all in it?
Yep.
Pieces missing. You order something off Amazon and the piece is missing. You want to take that son bitch back. All right.
It said verse 3, whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair,
Yep.
of the wearing of gold and the putting on apparel.
And the key point was let your adorning not be an outward adornment. Because now you make surrogates of yourself. When you get enchanted by a woman's beauty, like on the internet or even in real life, that's not the real her.
The shell.
That's the shell.
Representative.
That's a representative of her. You get enchanted, that's why they get the concept of tricky.
Yep.
Like a prostitute, and she has tricks. That man is classified as a trick. He was enchanted by the makeup. He was enchanted by the loud colors. He was enchanted by the tight clothing. But that's not the real woman. All right? So really, women, we notice something about you new age women. You have no internal world. You've never been cultivated inwardly. You know?
It's all about, you got, because like a woman fixing herself up, there's not nothing wrong with that. But see, in this society, the attire is harder to attire. And then, like you say, that's all it's about. You got women who have more outfits than they got recipes.
Yep. Yeah,
The majority of women, they got more outfits than they got recipes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got 200 outfits with 2 recipes, man. If that, you see.
And then the recipe that you got, a man can make it.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't have any value now.
Yeah.
Because that's how we lost our value as men, because a woman can provide for herself and get the protection through the state or the government. Well, look, we don't really need you to cook and clean anymore. So you lost your value.
Yep.
So you're going to have to really come with it if you're trying to get a man now. A decent man. You know?
All right, this is the definition for the word chase on Free Dictionary. Getting to the point. All right. I'm gonna read definition number 3 and 4. Because it was saying in the scripture brother read, it spoke about chase conversation, which conversation goes into conduct. So chase conduct. Now chase, it says of conduct, speech, etc. Pure, decent, modest.
Modest. You know, the other day, I saw an Israelite woman wearing a dress, and I saw how she had to kind of fold her dress to get in the car. I was like, damn, I ain't seen that in years. It was just refreshing seeing a woman with a dress. You know what I mean? You can't tell a woman, you can't teach an Israelite woman how to be modest now, man. A woman's supposed to take pride in being modest. Because like you said, it's nothing wrong with fixing yourself up. But an Israelite woman can fix herself up without sexually enticing anybody. See, when she go outside of the realm of being modest and you go to sexual enticement, you're not a woman no more. You're in the spirit of a prostitute. Esau just repackaged prostitution. A woman, the average woman now, what she's doing? She's sexually attracting men either for validation or for exchange for a lifestyle. So that's just a new age prostitution. The Megan Thee Stallion, the Cardi B's, they basically say they don't give a fuck about a niggas. They just want his money. but they coming in the spirit of a prostitute, man.
And you women that claim you want high value men, that's basically all you want.
Yep. Because you think you're from a 1 through a 10, you think you're highly attractive. Even if you are, you just want his lifestyle in exchange for you.
Yep, and to sit on your ass.
And sit on your ass, man.
Don't add anything to the man.
You're a liability. So, but then you overlook all the decent, hard-working men. You got it, bro.
All right, so one more for you. All right. Oh wow. Because it said let not the adornment be basically like you said, the outward appearance, you know, hair and all that. Now it says of style or taste,
Yep.
free from embellishment, simple, restrained.
Yep. Hey, restraint goes back to self-control. And that goes back to the inward man. See, you adorn yourself outwardly, but your inward man is weak because you lack self-control. Oh, part of your womanhood is your chastity. Part of your womanhood is your virginity. The only time marriage made sense, as far as a man put a ring on you or some type of jewelry on you, when he bought you as a possession in exchange for that chastisement. You gave him your virginity. That's the only prize you have. As a woman, the only prize you have is your virginity.
Hey, and because it said of style, right? Now the brother had went into it because you read the definition for the word embellishment. It basically means to decorate. So it says free from embellishment. You know,
because you're really not supposed to cause that much attention to yourself. Like I said, an Israelite woman, you can be. There's something called feminine beauty. You can actually be beautiful. Women, Israelite women today, they're not beautiful. They're just sexually enticing.
Yeah.
You can have a woman that's really average or kind of ugly, but if she wears some loud yoga pants and some loud leggings, of course you're looking all up her ass, man. If she got her cleavage out, that's not beauty. You got something called grace. You got something called, you know, like I said, beauty. She can be gorgeous. She can have feminine grace. That's not coming from a position of sexual energy. You know?
I got some synonyms for you.
Yeah.
All right. Now, reading embellishment. These are the synonyms: decoration, garnishing, ornament, gilding, enhancement.
Oh man, we're talking about social media filters.
Yep.
We taking those filters, that's enhancements.
And tights.
Yep.
You know,
And,
a lot of them tights be holding a lot of stuff in.
Enhancing your physique.
Yep. You got women got them different. They be wearing plastic around their stomachs,
Yep.
saran wrap and shit.
They sure do.
You know, you got the fake titties, fake ass shots.
Enhancements.
You know? Yeah, enhancements, man.
Instead of actually, you know, working out, you know, and working on their figure, they, you know, getting those what you call those waist trainers.
Yep.
Yep.
Because the reason why you're doing all that bullshit, because you live in a kingdom where you lack self-control in every avenue of your life.
Yep.
The reason why you gotta do all this stuff, because in reality, you lack self-control. So you gotta do all this stuff that had this artificial beauty because you lack the self-restraint that'll give you natural attraction.
Yep.
Got this horrible looking stomach, you know? Your arm all bad and stuff, man. You know?
I need women built like linebackers.
They're built like linebackers, man. Because you lack self-restraint, not just sexually, but when it comes to your diet, you know? So then you do all this artificial stuff, but yeah, you got some. Is it more than that?
That's it on it, bro.
Yeah, I'm just finished that. Then I got that one. Timothy.
Okay.
This is back in 1 Peter 3:4. It said, "But let it be the hidden man of the heart."
See, one thing I learned about women in America, Israelite women, you don't cultivate the inward man. And then when you get with a woman, even if she's nice looking, you realize in a short period of time that she has issues.
She's dark.
She's dark, man. A woman is like a nice looking house, but then when you go in, it's like, damn, the lights don't even work.
Bando.
It's a bando. You know, and then there's spider webs, there's skeletons hanging out the closet. And I ain't just trying to be funny, but it's like, y'all capitalize on the external shit. Y'all bastard. The Israelite woman, you mastered catching somebody's attention. You mastered that. But the inward woman,
Bait and switch.
bait and switch, man. And whether it's like you really pretty but your spirit fucked up, or you meet her in real life but she not even physically pretty.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
like you thought.
Yeah.
And now how you thought. Those enhancements.
Yep. They get scammed, man.
Yo, and like you said, a woman can only grow inwardly and she's with one man and she has all these evolutions in her life with this one man.
Yeah.
That's why you see an older grandma,
Yeah.
and she just seemed like poised.
Yep.
Like somebody's grandma, it's like she might be like 70 now, but she might be like religious.
She can feed 20 people a day.
Yep, she can feed to
with ease.
Yep. And her spirit is, she's just a regular woman.
She reserved, calm.
She don't give a fuck about no Michael Kors. Grandma might not know, you got some. Now, you know, these new age grandmas, but you know, that old, like my grandma now, like she wouldn't even know what Michael Kors was, none of that shit. Not saying you're wicked if you got it, but, that shit really don't matter. Raising, playing your role within the family is way above the damn designer person.
Yeah, because what's Michael Kors if you don't know how to cure a headache?
Yeah.
What's Michael Kors if your child's sick and you don't know any natural herbs to restore the health of your child?
Yep.
You gotta build the house in the inside before you decorate the outside.
Yep.
And
it says even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit.
That's the real decoration. That's the real enhancement.
The ornament.
And men of the Lord peep that. Like decent men or men of the Lord, when they start talking to a woman, they're like, damn, she's kind of cool.
Yeah, spiritual attraction is much more intense and long term than the sexual attraction.
That's where chemistry comes from.
Yep.
Like it's your spirit, because it's your masculine spirit being drawn to her feminine spirit.
Vice versa.
And vice versa. That's really where you go to the feminine masculine energy.
So-called yin and yang.
That's why a lot of so-called black women, they'll look pretty, but she'll exude a certain energy. She emit a certain energy that repels you.
Round up.
Cause she in a masculine frame, or she got them demons on her, and like she look good, but her energy repels you, man.
Yeah, because she got the spirit on her to challenge you.
Yep.
Instead of playing a role.
Yep, that's a fact.
And it says, which is in the sight of the Most High, a great price.
That's a God-fearing woman. Can you read that last part again, Mabakasha?
It says, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit.
So the Most High don't give a fuck about your degree, because that's another ornament.
Yep.
A woman's accomplishments in this world, that's another ornament for her. She wears that on her. She throws that around. So the Most High don't give a fuck about a PhD or a master's degree, or that you're a psychologist making $80,000 a year. The Most High don't care. What does he care about?
He says, back in verse 4, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit.
That's how you get in. And those are women that's gonna be saved. It's probably gonna be women who don't have that celebrity vibration on them.
Yeah.
Those women who haven't received their consolation by having all these male options and male lovers, man. Women that probably they'll be invisible around those women, man. That meek and quiet spirit. That's a God-fearing woman. Not no goddamn preacher. Not no goddamn R&B singer or hip hop artist. A meek and quiet spirit. That's why I said the more you are esteemed among men, the more you're an abomination to the Most High. That goes for anybody.
Probably ain't the most beautiful women, quote unquote average.
Yep.
But they spirit is right.
And you know what? You'll meet certain women from 1 through a 10 that you classify as average. Like initially, you're not looking at them, but as soon as she open her mouth and start talking, you drawn into her.
Yeah, she might be a 7, but her spirit put her up there as a 10.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I'll chill with you any day over these celebrity bitches, man. Excuse my language, but that's how I be. When you become a grown man, you ain't chasing no thought, man. When you a grown man trying to handle his business, you got bills and rent and responsibilities. You're not trying to chase no little girl.
Trying to add to your household.
Yeah.
Trying to add an asset to your household.
Yeah.
Because like I say, it ain't, there's no problem with a man footing the bill, but what does he get?
Yeah, what's the return of my investment?
Yeah, what does he get, man?
Because truth be told, as men, you can pay for entertainment. If you just want this pretty face and nice body, you can go to a little place of entertainment. Let's be factual, but you damn sure it's better to do that than actually have that woman in your life.
And it says, finish it off, it said, which is in the sight of the Most High, great price.
So don't you know that it's certain women on this earth that the Most High like? Like, nah, I'm gonna reserve her. Either I'm gonna link her up with a brother, or I'm gonna reserve her, and I'm gonna deliver her instruction. She gonna be one of the women that the brother put his seed in that particular time.
She gonna be set up.
She gonna be set up, man.
Yeah, she gonna be set up beyond, anything that you can fathom.
And some women who follow this truth, they might not look like models. I'm just being like, they might not look like, but the most High gonna judge them based off their spirit. And guess what? He gonna beautify them.
Yep. They change.
Yep.
Change them.
So don't worry about all this. Hey, the men of the Lord and the women who follow the Lamb, fuck the present. All right, we just in tune with the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, but like you said, we're gonna be set up in the kingdom, man. You hit the scripture Timothy?
Yeah, you want them?
Yeah, come.
The whole thing Titus.
Oh, yeah, okay, come.
I mean, you brother got some more on
we
this.
get that in Timothy, then we get that in Titus. Then we'll call it out.
This is 1 Timothy 5:14. I would therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house.
See, another demonic vibration is going out is that if a woman turns 18 and she gets married, a woman turns 18, 19, she goes to college, she, especially an Israelite woman, she thinks that she's supposed to hold off from being married to a man. But like how Shah said, you already have 5 husbands. So you already have these sexual experiences, but then you have a delayed gratification when it comes to a marriage.
You're not learning nothing, all right? They will make you any asset to any man of value.
See, no, go ahead, bro.
So not even a man that just has a lot of money, but just a man in general, man. You know, God say a lot of these women that you see, you know, calling in on their show, like you say, they want this lifestyle, man. But even if you just cool with a regular lifestyle, no man of any type of substance, you know, as far as morally, you know, well-rounded, you see, he's not going to want to deal with you because you're a liability. Like a man is very cost-effective. Like a man wants to see what is he spending his money on. Like they'll say a man type. No, a man just wants to see, why am I paying this much for this? What does it do? What's going to be the value in that? And that's how it is with women. You see?
It's a fact. So a lot of you're not worth it. You said morals.
Yep.
Have you noticed on all these dating sites, nobody mentions morals?
Nah.
It's only money and pussy. It basically breaks down to money and sex. Sex and a lifestyle. But no, the Most High is all about morals. Don't you act like morals don't exist or morals not important. The Most High is all about morals.
Yeah.
That's why you're not married.
Yep.
Because even in 2021, a high-value man or a man in general, he wants a traditional woman.
Yeah.
A traditional woman, she cares about their body count. She cares about her reputation.
That's another thing too. See, a lot of you women, just to be honest, and you may not say it, but you think it in your mind, because we're in a whorish society, you believe that your body count is also an accomplishment. You know, because you had this many sexual partners, for some reason, this boosts you up there to where you're high value. You're at the bottom of the totem pole. Scripture say, a harlot shall be accounted as spittle. Now, when Yahweh Shah was on the earth and he was speaking to that Samaritan woman, when she was a heathen, she wasn't an Israelite. You know, he told her she got 5 husbands, but you women today, you make her look modest.
Yep.
You know, like the average woman has a very high body count, and by the time you get on your second, really, you can't pair bond with a man.
See,
so that's nothing to be proud of.
That's why I said she that liveth in pleasure is dead while you live it. Because you're not parabonding, you're not releasing oxytocin. All right, you're basically now an animal. That's why you have the whole alpha male thing. So a woman to get with you, but as soon as you do something to turn her off, now she's on to the next penis, man.
They're empty.
They're empty.
They should have been filled up by the first guy.
Yep.
That was enough for them.
This kingdom taught you how to be a so-called educated, indoctrinated whore. Oh, obviously, you know, women they might be good girls in high school, but they'll get their freedom in college and they'll go buck wild, man. But then you don't realize when you don't have a man, or a man of substance don't want you, man.
Hey, it's like a drug. Cause you said how their body releases oxytocin.
Yep.
It's like you seeking to get that first feeling back. You're not gonna get it again.
Yep.
You know, you got it with that first man. That's it.
It makes sense that Black Realm was reading an article. He was like, after that second man is over with. But biblically, that makes sense because what if you have a husband and he dies?
Yeah.
Then you can't realistically get another man. So it's like the Most High set it up where it don't go past the second man.
That's perfect.
Because after that, you a zombie. You know, you actually have women that complain about men catching feelings for them. It's like, this nigga emotional. This nigga catching feelings.
They're savages.
They're savages. Because they can fuck without catching feelings and looking at you crazy like this nigga weak.
Yeah, you all in love with this bitch.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, and we done been there, but just that's how messed up this society is.
But
man.
conversely, if you treat it like shit, then all men are dogs. So which one are you gonna, you know?
Can't win.
You can't win.
God damn it.
It said back in 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 14, I would therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give no occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully.
Like you said, that's a high value woman.
Yeah.
A high value ain't got nothing to do with money when it comes to a woman. Because we don't need your stability. So what is your high value?
Because the only niggas, you know, that a nigga with woman is value, the only men that women with money are of value to is niggas that are like Rodney, you know, Baby Boy, Jody, them type niggas.
Them boys just got out of prison.
Yeah, you a value, you an asset to them, you know, because they mooching.
Yep.
You see? But a man, because I you know, like I say, we men with experiences, man, you know? And I've been in a situation where, you know, as a woman try to take care of you, man, but then as a man, you be like, shit, nah, fuck this. Because she gonna try to bring that control on you.
Just see you some type of leverage.
Yeah, so I was like, nah, fuck that shit. I'd rather, you know, move out her 2-story and give me a 1-bedroom and be good. You know? So, like you said, like the script say, a woman guiding the house. You know, that's really like a manager. See, women want to be in authority, but you just in the wrong position of authority. You ain't supposed to be that high. You do got something that you over, but it ain't over a man, and you shouldn't be in these high positions within society.
Yeah, if you're doing something good for a man, you shouldn't use that and try to hang it over the man's head. Or, you know, I did this for you, I did. You're supposed to fucking do it. Hey, just like the elder was just saying, you know, the way we're seeking to please Yahweh Shai, when you just said it too, seeking to master Yahweh Shai, that's how the woman should be with us. You know, hey, scripture say what we're doing right now, we're unprofitable service, we're doing that which is our duty to do. We're not looking for a pat on the back. So how much more like the woman? Hey, you don't deserve a pat on the back or a cookie just for you know, helping us. You're supposed to do that. A help meet for the man. You know?
Just how we don't deserve Yahweh Shai, because we're spiritually whores and we filthy. The women that we talk to, like the women, they really don't deserve you. But you compassionate. So it's not really worth you bragging about what you did for us. And we're not talking about our women personally, but we're just saying in general.
You did women in general.
You know, it's not worthy of you talking about what you did for us, because really you don't deserve us, because you're a whore. And like, we don't deserve Yahweh Shai, so we have no business bragging about our ex. Because we was 50 niggas before he woke us up. We was 50 niggas. Whether it was a street nigga, a smart nigga, an athletic nigga, an army nigga, it was 50 niggas, man. Still a nigga. Still a nigga. the story of the hopefully Lex. You know, so it ain't no point of bragging about what you did, but you can finish that out because I want to get the point.
Verse 15, it says, for some are already turned aside after Satan.
Yeah, you're turned aside after westernization, feminist movement, Christianity, because those philosophies that you go by that govern your life, where is that in the Bible? Where is men cheating in the Bible? Where is a man being committed to you sexually in the Bible? All right? It's a man's natural right to have more than one woman. And we know you're not going to swallow that horseradish, but it's a man's natural right to have more than one woman. A man is not your equal. Pursuant to 1 Corinthians 11, it's the Most High, Yahweh Shai, the man, the woman, and the children.
That's that bitter truth.
That's that bitter truth, man.
That's why Yahweh Shai having one prophet.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Now I was meditating on that too, because it says, you know, when the Lord was speaking to the prophet Elijah, he said how there are 7,000 men reserved which have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. So basically, Elijah, you're not my only prophet. You know, and he loved Elijah, but it's more than just Elijah.
Kind of like let it be known.
Yeah.
Like you let a female know, like, you ain't the only one.
You ain't the only one.
There's other women out here, they like me too.
That's balance, bro.
Yep. Keeps you humble.
All right.
This 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 6. It says, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth.
See, that's why, you know, you don't really deserve, I'm not gonna say marriage, because really a relationship is marriage. But really, you can't get exposed to the fast lane and then be cool in the slow lane. Once you get exposed to the fast lane of living, you're not gonna be content with that one man. Once you get exposed to all that form of stimulation, you're not gonna be with one man for the next 50 years of your life. All right? She done live with their pleasures there while she living. That's why she look at men as options. That's why she'll get with you, and after 3 months she's bored. She's bored with you. Because now men have become stimuli to her. All right, you don't really understand the purpose of a man being in your life. All right, because a man has become nothing more than gratification, whether it's emotional, sexual, but then when that flavor gets bored in your mouth, you want the next man. All right, the Most High can't do nothing with you. All right, you're unprofitable.
Hey, he finna get. How about Shema Shai finna get rid of a lot of Israelite women, you know, in America? Because America, the Israelite woman in America is the worst grade of woman on earth.
Y'all gonna be put to death.
By far. The worst grade of women on earth, man. You know?
Well, the way you know the downfall of a race or a person or society is the form of pride. Pride goes before a fall. Is the Israelite woman proud?
Is she?
You know?
Proud black woman.
You know, brothers done told us about the women from other nations. You know, some brothers been able to travel. You see? Yeah, but even if, you know, I ain't traveling, but I put my last dollar in the American nigga woman, the worst woman on the planet.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, this is in Sirach chapter 26, verse 12. Because you spoke about how, you know, these men are these women options today, like flavors. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when you have found a fountain and drink of every water near her.
All these beta male orbiters, with all these sexual partners. Either way, you're opening your mouth as a thirsty traveler. Either you thirsty for attention, you thirsty for sex, you thirsty for money, you thirsty for a lifestyle. So you're using these men for your benefit, man. But you can't turn whoredom. See, Esau had me thinking you could turn whoredom on and off. See, I was in my 20s. I was going through a whole phase, but now I'm ready for marriage. Well, I was single playing a field. Now I'm in a long-term committed relationship. But 2 years later, it's over with. Now I'm back to playing the field.
They actually call it testing the waters.
Testing the waters. You can't turn the whoredom on and off. Once you become a whore, you're pretty much a whore the whole time.
That's how you bred now.
That's how you bred.
And drink of every water near her.
It's
Testing the waters.
like I said, the worst thing given to a woman was basically freedom. You know?
By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow.
Now it's easy to swipe to the left, swipe to the right.
And he said every hedge, you know, any type of security she'll try it out.
Yep.
If these men look stable, have some type of stability, she'll try it out. You know?
All right. And verse 13 down to 15. That's going to be it. The grace of a wife.
Going back to that grace, what you said earlier, man. If we, like say this, our generation, we know they were pretty much damn near gone. Now it's gone now. Like the generation under us, like these 18-year-olds and 19, for the most part, majority of that's gone. You know?
If you was born after the year, people that was born after the year 2000, because the 1990 thing was already looked down upon. But if you, now, if you're born year 2000, that means you're 21 now. It's over with. You was raised by a computer.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
Yep.
Hey, because right now, like when you look at your aunties and grandmothers, you know, her sisters and things, man, now you really value it as a man.
Yep.
Like what they brought to the table.
Yep.
You know, how they, you know, experts in babies.
Yep.
You know, in children and nursing babies. You know, they were experts at cooking. You know,
They can watch multiple children at a time. Like they had a system set up like what it was like handed down knowledge. They actually knew how to do it. You know, cooking at the same time. They'll be experts and they'll be cooking, but at the same time they washing dishes as they cooking, so they don't gotta do it when they done. You know,
and that goes to show you like what y'all just made. That's important. That's imperative for a sovereign nation.
Yeah.
The Most High created Israel to be a sovereign nation. All right, now our people don't understand what it means to dwell without another nation ruling over you, because they betrayed our nation and assimilated into the winning team.
And I was just saying, bro, and that add on what you were saying earlier, how about, you know, it's gonna be women, you know, that probably ain't 10 models, you know, that the Lord gonna deliver. Because when it comes to nation building, like if we in a dire situation, we need to build a nation. Looks ain't gonna be at the top of what we're looking for. We're gonna be looking for someone who's what? You know, submissive, you know, and compliant.
And just to say this, you know, women are dumb. I don't think women are dumb. I've seen Israelite women, they have sharp minds. They catch on to stuff because you're supposed to give them instruction, right? They have sharp minds, but if you put them in that right element, they're gonna help, they're gonna build you, they're gonna turn you to a fucking power.
Yeah.
Because the Most High didn't create a woman to be just dumb and she don't, no, you have a brain too, but you use it to empower Esau's kingdom. Yeah. But wait till the Most High use women to empower our kingdom, man.
It's just that in this society, they weren't cultivated and instructed in righteousness. They was instructed in the wrong way, because they gonna do what they, you know, told to do, so to speak, but it's just, we in Esau's world.
They gonna do it right now. He's the winner, so they doing what he's telling them to do.
Yeah. If you look at Eve doing their job in this society, you know, whatever they, you know, their work is,
Yep.
they do that shit.
Yep.
All right, but I'm gonna finish it off. Sirach 26:13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband,
Yep.
and her discretion will fatten his bones.
Yep. And at discretion, she know how to run that household under him.
That helps strengthen them.
That strengthens him, man.
A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
Because really, I think you was going into the word steward. Was that you? And you was like, really, a steward, he oversees what everybody else is doing within that little estate. So really, it's like you the king or you the head of that estate, and your woman is really the steward, and she's running everything on all the affairs.
So like the guy in the house.
God in the house, man.
That's very vital, you know, to a nation. That's very vital to a household, and the household is vital to the nation.
Yep.
Right? Because it's just like if you a business owner, all right, that's why you pay the manager more, because he has what? He has high value qualities, all right, for your business.
Management skills.
Management skills. You see?
A business will go under with poor management.
Yep. You know? So, just like you said, that's an important trait for a woman to be able to guide and manage, you know, the household. Like Kazak was just saying how, you know, the older women had a system. They can multitask, they can, you know.
You got great grandmas that sold quilts. You know what I mean? Like we literally had great grandmas that we sold quilts. But even when she died, we used the quilts. Like, you know what I mean? Like they made things that even when they went back to the Most High, the people that came after them benefited from it. What can you make as a woman in 2021 that'll benefit your great grandkids if you had them? If you know this kingdom was extended. You know, you have nothing. Like I said, you become useless to your nation. You know?
Right. I'm gonna finish it off, and I got a definition. I got a definition for the word secretary. All right. I'm gonna finish it off. It's Sirach 26:15. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued.
Faithful meaning that you're not gonna go out and go behind your husband, go behind your man. Now we have sneak culture. Now the culture with nigga women is she have a side nigga. She had a work husband. That's the culture. Meaning that you get with a woman, her friends know what's going on. So, entanglement, man. So you're everything but faithful. Like you mastered that external shit. You know how to bait somebody in, but internally you have no worth.
Nope.
After ejaculation, what do you do now?
Why am I here?
Why am I here? Well, never mind. Well, why am I here?
Hello?
You know what I mean? You don't look at it in the eye. You just gotta go, man.
You just changing your ring.
Yeah.
Hello?
And it sucks, man. Hey, this is shit,
Yeah,
man.
hell, bro.
But you know what? It's not your fault. It's our fault. Because you becoming the women you become is a result of we becoming unfaithful to Yahweh Shema Rashai. Part of our punishment from turning our back on the Most High, our women was going to turn it back on us.
Well, I say this, since we turned it back, now it's on them to come back.
Now you got to come back. It's a fact.
Because everybody has to acknowledge their offense, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Although, you know, the Israelite men went off, you know, women still played their part, you know, in this thing. So you got to acknowledge your offense too. All right, this definition for the word secretary. Now it says a person in charge of records, correspondence, and related affairs. As for a company.
And really, your estate is your company. Because really, we're economic grid slaves. Really supposed to have your own land, your own house, your own cattle. All right?
And your house is like a company.
Yep. It really, and that's what makes a woman a good secretary. Because really, she should be in charge of, based on your choice, she could be in charge of how much money y'all spent. She can have record of everything y'all need. Like a lot of families that go to Sam's Club or Costco's, she can have it recorded. All right, what are we gonna need? Really, your house is like a business, and the things you buy is like inventory. So she can be in charge of that shit, man. You can foot it, you know, but she's supposed to be in charge of, you know, where everything's going.
Filing records.
Yeah, okay, because we're gonna stock up on tissues. We're gonna stock up on canned goods. We're gonna stock up on this. Because we should have to go to the grocery store every day. So you have everything is supposed to be like bookkeeping, man.
You got lists, and just like say, put all things in writing.
A lot of women are good grocery shoppers. You know, that goes into your thing, man.
All right, I'm gonna read number 2. This is gonna be it.
Okay.
A person employed to do routine work in a business office as typing, filing, and answering phones.
So really, you went from being a domestic servant to a corporate servant.
Yeah.
You're doing all that for Esau now.
Yeah.
You know?
That's it, bro.
All right? Do you have any more scriptures? Do you have any more scriptures?
I still had that for Titus, you know.
If we can get them, we'll close out in the Titus.
All right, this is Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
Yep.
That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands,
Yep.
to love their children,
Yep.
to be discreet,
Yep.
chaste.
Discreet goes back in the chase. I mean, self-control.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be cool to have self-control. It's supposed to be expected. That's why they make the story called the Scarlet Letter. You're supposed to be banished by your community or bashed by your community for not having self-control.
But they put an A on her head.
They went into adultery. All right?
That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good things, obedient to their own husbands.
Not nigga women call that a slave. You know? Be barefoot and pregnant. That's what they call it. Be barefoot and pregnant.
And there's nothing but Esau propaganda. There ain't nothing but a still picture of Esau.
Yeah.
That barefoot propaganda. Barefoot and pregnant propaganda. They color purple. When they think of being submissive, they think of color purple.
Mr. and C.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Isn't it subconscious?
Yep.
Yeah. Natural marriage, you call it shacking. When it's real marriage. But you know, Esau, he gonna be done away with soon.
Jake men be saying that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, you shacking. What the hell up, man?
Yeah, niggas, man. And then like I say, the aged woman, that goes back like a generational wealth ain't just physical money or assets, you know, but also the knowledge.
Yeah, information.
That knowledge passing down. You see, that knowledge that been lost and been distorted, you know, through Esau's entertainment, man.
Yep.
Within 100 years.
Tyler Perry plays a big part in that shit.
Oh man, that nigga there.
You know, that victim narrative.
Because we already came into slavery and discontinued from our heritage. And Esau replaced what we knew with what he knew. So we just picked up his program. You know?
So they call it generational slaughter.
Generational slaughter.
That the word of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, be not blasphemed.
Yep.
That's it.
Hey, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to
Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash.
Double honors to our apostles, great millstone, well. Peace and blessed house of the elect. Baba Baal.
Baba Baal.
Come out Shalom.
Come out Shalom.
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 Shalom. Shalom.